Hi, welcome to Red Ted Art. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Today we're going to show you how to make a really good April Fool's joke. All you'll need is some empty cups. We're going to make this spilt coffee cup, fake coffee, that you can place anywhere, and then people will go, oh no, look at that fake coffee, what happened? Well, not fake coffee, real coffee. What you'll need is an empty coffee cup from the shop, washed out. I mean, you could use a drinking cup, a mug that you use at home, but to be honest, I quite like the idea of recycling the old ones. You need some brown paint and some white paint. Now, I don't have any brown paint, so I'm going to mix my own, and you get that by mixing all the primary colours. So this is like almost a mini art experiment, because you're going to be mixing yellow, blue and red to get hopefully what is a nice brown. Let's get going. Oh, and you'll also need some tacky PVA glue, so that's like white glue, like Elmer's glue, and you'll need some greaseproof paper from the kitchen. This is really important. Right, let's get going. So first we want to make our brown sort of colour. Let's see. This is always where it gets interesting, isn't it? Bit of each colour. We might have to add some more as we go along, but this is why we do it on the camera for you. I think that might have been a bit too much blue, because blue is quite a strong colour. Oh, so I reckon I probably need a bit more yellow. Now I'm mixing it all in the cup because it kind of like helps, you know, means you have less to wash up or clean up afterwards. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you can see it already. So we're getting a bit browny, purpley brown. Ugh, that's a bit, you know, looks like something you might find in the toilet. Great April Fool's joke, if I say so myself. Anyway, I think, I don't know if you can see it too well in the colour, that's quite dark. I mean, coffee is dark, but in our house we drink coffee milky. So I'm going to add a little bit of white to kind of represent our milky coffee. Obviously, I mean, you could pretend that this is, you know, hot chocolate or, you know, anything really, depending on what you guys are most likely to have at home. I'm showing this cup so deep because it means you can't really see so well what's going on, but we're getting a really nice brown colour going on here. So I'm trying to get all the paint off the sides as well, so it's a nice even brown. Keep mixing, keep mixing. Now mine's quite thick. Let's see, what do you think? Does that look like coffee? I think a tiny bit more white will do, maybe a little bit more yellow. We also drink a lot of tea in our house. Compared to tea, that's quite dark. Here we go. Good mix, and then we should be ready for the glue. Now you're going to need about half paint, half glue. So I'm just doing this very approximately. You could obviously measure it out and try and get it exactly right, but I think approximate, to be honest, works just fine. So I've got my glue. I'm going to try and get it out without the nozzle because I need quite a lot of it. So the PVA glue is what helps your fake coffee set, and this is the bit that makes it sort of plasticky once you're finished with it. Let's try and get that glue up. That looks like quite a bit. Now my glue looks white, but it dries clear, so when I'm mixing it up it will look a little bit lighter, but once it's dry it should be okay again. So there we go, can you see? Nicely mixed up. Nice coffee colour there. Oh dear. Don't know how healthy coffee actually looks when you start looking at it like this. So mix it all up. Now we're ready to spill it. So you need to get your baking paper out, greaseproof paper. So this is just the one that we use, you know, to bake with in the oven. Use it for cookies and all sorts. I'm going to cut a piece. Now the important thing is when you're making this is you need to make this maybe at least a week, I'd say, ahead of April Fool's, because you do need to give it plenty of time to dry, because you want it to be nice and, you know, solid and flexible. Right, so have a good look. Okay, now I'm going to make it sort of spill out. Here we go, here it comes. Like that. So actually the easiest way to do it, again, I haven't got the best light. If I move it over this way, you can just spread it out a bit with your with your stick. I think leaving it reasonably to sort of dribble out itself makes it look quite natural. The thing is, once you finish this, this can go you know, on the sofa, on the kitchen table, anywhere really. And then your parents or a friend or a colleague might go, oh, what's going on? So we're going to let this dry now for you know, the next few days. Once you touch it, it should feel solid. The best thing is to just very carefully lift it, put it to the side, and just forget about it for a week, and then come back to it and have another look another day. Anyway, we'll come and show you what it looks like at the very end. Bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe. So it's time to see if our April Fool's joke of spilt coffee or hot chocolate is ready to come off. So let's see, this has been drying for a few days, and as you can see, you can slowly start peeling it off. Let's see. It dries at the edges quicker than in the middle. If you see it sticking, basically put it down and let it dry for a few more days, or maybe stick it on the radiator and let it dry, you know, finish off drying there. I think this is going to work. Basically, very slowly, it's a bit crunchy sounding, sorry, very slowly, you don't want to tear it, peels off. Now, I have to say, oh, there's a little tear. Whilst this was drying, my husband came in and went, oh, did someone spill the coffee? So it had me and my son in hysterics. They're so simple-minded. So you can tell that it does actually work reasonably well, even if you don't get the coffee colour quite right. So you can move this now. So even if you don't get the coffee colour quite right, this is what it should sort of look like when it's done. And I think at first glance it looks incredibly effective. And if it's curled up a bit at the sides, you know, just sort of bend it down a bit, place it somewhere, and have a fun April Fool's. Just to say as well, whilst I was doing it, I had a little bit of extra here that kind of got stuck on the paper on the side. You could cut that into shape, you know, tear little bits off and have some extra splashes if you want, like that. But you know, it's totally up to you. And here you've got your own DIY April Fool's joke. Brilliant. Have lots of fun teasing people. Bye bye. Oh, sorry, don't forget to subscribe to Redhead Art. Bye.